story and it be shit like that. All that tough talk, you ain't built like that. You ain't hop in the shit, you ain't bring that shit man back. You ain't been in the...
Hey, yo, what up? Be okay in this motherfucker's gonna be okay in this motherfucker. Like, comment, subscribe, share, dislike, do all that, do something else, show some love. To get this off my chest, well, it's right here. You know what I'm saying? I just got to. So, there's this misconception that everyone is supposed to have the same spiritual experience and or the same module for going through the spiritual walk, right? Now, first and foremost, everyone does not have the same ancestral background. So this person may have, your ancestors may have been a runaway slave, and this person's ancestors may have been some type of slave that just sits around, or whatever the case may be. Or this person may come from a Hindu background, or this person may come from, there's all different type of ethnicities and backgrounds. So there's going to be different ways that you view things. This is why people have different abilities. You understand what I'm saying? Spiritual gifts, you know what I'm saying? So there is no one way of going about walking this spiritual life or spiritual journey. So if you run into someone that has different information than the other person, that doesn't necessarily mean that either one of these people are wrong. But what it does mean is that they view life in a different perspective, from a different perspective. You understand what I'm saying? Like I said, you could put on, everybody doesn't walk the same walk. You understand what I'm saying? You could put on these glasses and not be able to see because you don't need glasses, but this person needs glasses, so they see life differently than you. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to not only, you have to be comfortable in who you are, pretty much, just so to speak, because you could be online or doing research and just keep running into different, like you could have a dream, right? And in this dream, it'd be like just something weird or whatever that happens. And then you've never heard of anybody having this specific dream. So you think that it didn't come from an entity or a specific being or whatever the case may be. But in all actuality, that's just your way of looking at things. You understand what I'm saying? When some people view monsters, they think of a monster as being this, big gargoyle, or this big slop Shrek looking one-eyed cyclops with big huge teeth that's just about to destroy everything. But another person can see a person as a monster. You understand what I'm saying? So there's two different ways of viewing things, and not one of them are wrong. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to be, pretty much rooted and grounded and understand that there are more ways and multiple ways of looking at things. That's why there's basically double entendres and stuff. You understand what I'm saying? So you have to just pretty much take everything, like I said, take everything with a grain of salt and just, soak it up and listen from another person's perspective as well, and just take it in and see how it applies to your life sometimes. Because sometimes a person can, give you some information and it may not resonate until you finally run into that. So it's always good to, just broaden your horizon, because in the long run, it's going to help your ascension. Now, when people talk about eating certain things to ascend and doing extra things to help them ascend, now, specific things may work for you that don't work for that other person. You understand what I'm saying? This person may need to eat green beans, but you may be allergic to beans or whatever the case may be. So it's just like there is no one specific way of doing things. Now, if you apply all of these methods to your walk, you will be like a walking giant. You understand what I'm saying? Like literally, because your mind is so open and big from being fed so many different things that you're able to determine and decipher what's true and what's not true. Now, the point of interest comes in when you sit on YouTube or videos all day and you don't have time to actually walk the walk yourself. So you're walking through someone else's walk. So you're seeing vision through someone else's pretty much words. You understand what I'm saying? So it's not like you have a full understanding of what's going on, and this is why you remain confused about this information, because you can't decipher which person is telling the truth, because you can't compare and contrast your walk to their walk, or your information to their information. Like I said, it's always about information. When you're in a solid formation, then you can understand people who are spewing out garbage and people who are telling you the truth. So don't always just think that there's one way of doing something. You understand what I'm saying? So just take your time and start to realize, and just pay attention to nature itself. You understand what I'm saying? Like look, nature, right? Nature isn't even the same in every state, in every country. You understand what I'm saying? Some places have sand, some places have grass, some places have snow, some places have mountains, some places have hills, some places have rocks. You feel me? Some places have brick roads, some places have green grass, some places have brown grass, some places have, clear skies, some places have cloudy skies. You have stars, and then in the inner city you don't have stars. You feel me? So it's just like, and let me get at that. The stars don't really, a lot of the stars, meaning cosmic beings or spiritual stars, a lot of them don't exist in the inner cities. A lot of them try to get away. So just be mindful that there's more than one way of going about things. You know what I'm saying? Don't beat yourself up and tear yourself down because it's so frustrating, because another person came up with some information that you've never heard of and it's hard for you to digest. Is because you yourself have to walk your own walk. It's nothing that a person can do that can just spark everything inside the mind for you. You understand? So take everything easy and take it easy. You know what I'm saying? That was a bad way of doing it, but my voice, whatever. But y'all get what I'm saying? Like really just be cool on yourself, because you'll be up out of here because you're thinking about listen, and that's another thing. You could listen to so much information that you start to go crazy because you can't lock into one ideology. And all of these different ideologies are true and can be false at the same time. So it's up to you to determine what's going to help you ascend, because everyone's ascension isn't going to be the same. You're not going to have the same walk that makes you ascend. You understand what I'm saying? Just because this person does something a little bit different than you does not determine your ascension. You understand what I'm saying? None of that determines your ascension. You could be wearing Nike clothes all day, or Givenchy, or Givenchy, or however you want to say it, or Prada, Gucci, Balenciaga, you know what I'm saying, and still ascend. It literally doesn't matter, but what matters is your soul, you controlling your reality. You understand what I'm saying? So take everything with a grain of salt, like I always say, and really just try to benefit off the fruits that are here. You understand what I'm saying? Fruits meaning the people that are going to give you food to feed your spiritual side, or your spiritual man or woman, or however you want to project yourself to be, whomever. You understand what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, that's what I wanted just to say.